Welcome back to another episode of Collector's Quest. I'm Tyler, here with Johnny. Johnny, what's going on?
You know, Tyler, it is a good day to have a good day. Did you ever hear that before?
No.
Oh, yeah. That's a thing, I guess, that people say to each other. And I say it to my son, and he enjoys it. But I think normal people hear that, and they want to punch you for saying such things.
I mean, I guess because it's like overly fruitily optimistic.
Yeah. Yeah, I always tell him, it's a great day to have a great day, bud. And he's like, yeah, Dad. And we like high five.
I mean, he's like 5, and he's just like, that's a sentence that says the same thing twice. Yeah. That's great.
Well, he's 6. And he's going to be 7, okay?
I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah. He's at a Halloween party right now, and I am jealous. I like being here with you, but Halloween parties so fun, and I'm glad he's loving it.
So he's going to interrupt us in an hour. Got it?
Yep, in 100%. Tyler, I have been far and wide. I adventured into the Pacific Northwest, through plains and flat tires, and I have arrived back to you, safe and sound, to do another So You Want to Collect Halloween games.
No, this time, Johnny, I got a lot to talk about.
We can get to. I'm just telling you. Well, the people can have a little lead in. They
can read the episode title. No one's clicking random Collector's Quest podcast. Either you need podcast content and you're listening to every episode regardless, or you're like, I can't listen to these guys for 3 hours talking about nothing. I need to pick out the ones where at least they're talking about like Super Nintendo games or something I'm interested in. Well, Johnny, I could tell a story about something that we both spent a day on.
Oh, this also happened while I was in Seattle.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. You were at the wedding.
Yeah, I was waiting to go to the wedding. Yeah.
I spent 6 or 7 hours in an entire Whatnot stream. Is this what the kids do? Do kids like get into Moist Critical's Twitch chat or whatever, and they just sit there for 7 hours through an entire live stream? Or do they pop in for like 20 minutes?
I think it's a pop in, pop out.
Because shit, an entire live stream is a long time.
You were with old men. This was not a young man's game you were joining.
This was Josh Byerly's Xbox sale, original Xbox Whatnot stream. And you know, I've been on Whatnot a little bit. I think I've bought something from Josh, but it was like all right, I'm gonna pop in for 5 minutes. It's like, oh, this is going slow, and then I lose interest, or I keep it in the background a little bit. But this was the first one where I'm like, you know what? All right, he had like 800 Xbox games. He had like almost every Xbox game. And I'm like, all right, I could use this to upgrade all of my crappy Xbox games in one go. It's going to be a good price. It's going to be a bulk thing where they all come in one box, shipped by a collector. Because God knows, if I buy big mother truckers on eBay, it's going to ship in a bubble mailer, and then it's going to have condition problems again. And I'm just going to have to buy another one, even though it's a $4 video game. So correct. I'm like, great. I'm going to spend my day. I'm going to sit here. I was sitting in my garage in front of all my Xbox games, and I was going to be like, all right, he's going to do this alphabetically. We could just run through the shelves because everything's alphabetical, and this is going to be easy. We're going to be able to upgrade all our stuff. That's not how a Whatnot stream works, apparently. Everyone is just in there asking for shit all the time. And this is an Xbox stream, and everyone is like, you have Halo on Xbox One? Do you got any PSP games? What? Where are the Nintendo stuff?
Pokemon?
Like, people just asking for the most random shit.
Even though it says Xbox.
And it's just like, he has to tell these people, like, no, you fucking idiot. No, come back Sunday, maybe. I just want him to get on with the Xbox shit. But then people are like sending their list. You are there. You're sending your fucking list of like 50 games to him.
I was sending them in alphabetical order, though. You
were, but he was just like running around grabbing whatever. And I mean, yeah, he was grabbing your shit, but then he was also doing a lot of other random shit. Because there's like 20 to 40 people in the stream, which is kind of more than I would expect, but like, I guess Josh is a little bit famous. So if people ask for the stuff they want, and then so here's what happened. He grabs it off the shelf. He's probably not going to get to your request immediately, but when he gets to it, he grabs it off the shelf. He shows it to the camera. takes out the insert, shows if there's any water damage or anything, shows how complete it is, and then he's like, okay, go, bid on it. And so I'm already in front of my Xbox games. I have 3 computers in front of me because I'm also working while I'm doing this. But then I have to have a computer for the Whatnot stream and another computer to look up price charting because you have like 8 seconds. He shows a game. I have to scramble for it on my shelf, look alphabetically, because I'm trying to see, like, shit, does that have like a registration card I don't have? Is mine in bad condition? Could I upgrade this right now? And then I also have to look on price charting to make sure I don't bid it up to like double what it's worth. Even though, I mean, these are Xbox games. A lot of them aren't worth anything. So the idea that Whatnot wants to have me is like, Whatnot's like, don't worry about any of that. Just bid. But instead of having FOMO, I just missed out on half the games because I literally didn't have enough time to check the condition of my own game and decide if I wanted to bid on it before it would just end. And if he had at least gone in alphabetical order, like I would know, like, all right, the B's are coming up and I know I've got this busted, Battletech game or something. But like, because it was all over the place, I was just constantly scrambling and missing games. And then, man, one of the games I requested was Nightcaster 2. This is like a $15 game. It's a nothing game. I requested it, and Josh got to it 3 hours later, and it was like the one time I was in a bathroom during the stream. I was dedicated watching the stream the whole time, and then he ran my game while I was in the bathroom.
Did you win?
No, I didn't even know it happened. I came back, and he was like, there's Nightcaster 2 sold for $9, huh? Oh man, I thought Tyler really wanted that one and didn't even bid. It went for underpriced charting. What a jerk, Tyler. It was in the bathroom.
Okay, glad you got that off your chest and out of your bowels. About your Nightcaster. Did you go on eBay and just buy one? What are you missing from a Nightcaster?
Because I made a list of like my shitty Xbox games. So I kind of like had like my pre-list set up. So before the stream, I went out, I pulled out like my worst 30 games, like my games that clearly had like some sun fading on the side or a cracked case or something. And I just want to throw it out and get a better copy. And I thought I was just going to like kind of deal with this list alphabetically, but that's not how it worked. So my list didn't end up helping at all because I was always running around based on what was actually coming up in the auction. He only got to like 200 games. Only 200 games, but like he didn't go through all 800 Xbox games.
Correct. Yeah. No, I was in the same boat, except I didn't even have a computer, Tyler. I'm trying to do this from my phone, looking at my list to see if I have it, and then like guessing on the condition, trying to like dig in my memory bank, and also like be checking the time. Like, are we going to be in time for this wedding? We're okay here. Turns out I needed more time. I should have left earlier. But yeah, I was like going back and forth on my phone to like my list and then like trying to go to price charting. And then, I would miss stuff too. So it was, that was hard. That's why I would send him the list. And when he would get to it, like I would look up all that stuff and then I would send him my list. So I kind of have like an idea. So it's like, okay, here's a group of 5 games in alphabetical order. If he tells me yay or nay on these, then at least I have some idea.
And there's also this weird dynamic in Whatnot where it's a social sales platform, and I knew a lot of people there. I know Josh. You were in the chat. I know you. Mike Pitts from the LJN chat was in there bidding on stuff. I know him. So if I see Mike bidding on something, I don't want to bid against him. But also, I like Josh. I don't want to screw over Josh. But for the most part, if I see my friends are bidding, I'm not going to bid against them. Except for Need for Speed Most Wanted Black Edition, which I desperately neaded a good upgrade for. And I did bid against you on that.
And some other game you beat me on.
I did. There was I think it might have been another Need for Speed. Was it Need for Speed Carbon? No, I got that on eBay. Some of my like really sun-faded games, I was just like, no, fuck Johnny. I need to win some of these.
Yeah, I'm like, what is happening right now? I'm like, why are you still like? I will get out of your way. What is happening? Why are you fighting me?
We don't have time to coordinate though, because it's like, okay, here's the item. It's up for bid. It's not like we could be like, okay, hey Johnny, I actually need this, even though I see it's on your list. I'm gonna bid against you, even though like, no, there's no time for that. There's 8 seconds, so you gotta just deal with it in real time. And I mean, they want us to fight, but we have to figure out not to fight in real time.
Yeah, I mean, also, I'm only on my phone, so if you tried to communicate with me through the Matrix network, I probably would have got it 2 days later.
Also on Whatnot, you can bid against yourself, which I did do a couple times. which is very stupid. So if the bid is $4 and you click
And you
bid
click
again,
5?
you bid it up to $5 for no reason. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I did that a couple of
I
times.
did that
too.
like,
Mistakes.
man, Whatnot. So, like, and I got a bunch of games. I haven't got them in the mail yet. Like, I got a bunch of stuff I need, but it also cost me like 7 hours of watching the stream for the entire day.
Don't worry, Collector's Quest is having a big Whatnot stream coming up soon.
What
Stay
are you
tuned.
talking about?
Don't
Oh, are you
worry about it.
serious? You're having a Whatnot stream?
Yeah, yeah.
How are you going to get enough people into a Whatnot stream? So
I'm
here's
gonna-
the other part of it. The end of the Whatnot stream, one was like Josh getting tired, and it's like, oh man, he's getting tired. And like, we started out with 40 people. He put some big stuff up. It went for the price you would expect big stuff to go for. 6 hours into the stream, we've dwindled down to 20 people. He's still pulling out requests, and like everything kind of starts selling for $3. And like he puts up a couple bigger things, and like they go well under the charting price. And like I just start feeling bad for him. And he's out, like he's doing a little bit of the pity stuff. I don't know if he's doing it intentionally, but he's like, oh man, guys, we might have to end the stream because stuff isn't selling anymore. And like he's not really pity marketing. He's just like, in a reasonable sense, I am losing tens of dollars per item that I'm putting up right now. I need to stop the stream and just like reset to get interest back again. But yeah. I mean, like the pity stuff, it makes me feel bad. Not like I'm going to bid on stuff I don't want, but it's just like, yeah, Josh, stop the stream. Oh my God, you're getting killed out here.
Yeah, no, it's an interesting dynamic too. Like you were saying, it's, again, we know people, we're bidding against each other. We don't want to screw Josh. We don't want to screw our friends. How do you accomplish all of these things? It's nearly impossible.
Yeah. And then I'm like, even so, like, there'll be like randos in the chat that we don't know, and they'll request a game. They'll be like, oh man, I really need, I don't know, Blinks 2 or something. And it's like, even if I need Blinks 2, I'm like, I got to bid against this guy who like said he wants it. Like, I kind of want to let him have it to be a nice guy. On eBay, you're bidding against faceless people, but like you're chatting with the people you're bidding against. I don't know. Anyway, I hate Whatnot is what it's coming down to. I really hate Whatnot.
My least favorite thing, and there was a guy who he goes in there. This is like a lot of people's strategy, is they wait till the final second and then they place their bid in, hoping that you will think you have won and will stop paying attention so that their bid wins. But after a round of that, like if the other party is then like immediately bid again after you do that, that should not be your strategy anymore. Stop wasting 20 seconds of everybody's time letting the counter go down and then being like, okay, let's extend it again. It's just like, buddy, are you going to outbid me for real? Or are we going to like try these bullshit tactics?
No, we're doing bullshit tactics. We're here. We're here for the stream. The stream is ours. There is no short Whatnot stream. If you're here to waste time, you could waste a lot of time.
I mean, but that's like wasting Josh's time. It's wasting my time.
I know.
It's just like, guy, just bid. Like you took an auction. Like we would have just went back and forth, and it would have got to $12, and I would have been like, "That's where I'm out. You can have it at $12," or you would bow out at my $11. Like, let's just get to that point quicker, okay? Yeah.
If there's a list of stuff for sale, like I think was it Josh Hamblin had a sale of every licensed NES game, so it was all 677 games. You could be like, okay, I need a little Samson or whatever. The L's seem like they'll be in 2 to 3 hours, and you can come back. But this constant paying attention stuff to see if something you want comes up, it was brutal, and I don't want to do it. I might consider a Whatnot stream if someone has a big stream where it's like an alphabetical list of a lot of stuff and I could check in and out depending on what I need.
So there are ways to do it where you can preload all of your items so people can see what's coming up in the queue. So you can create a queue essentially, and then you can put pre-bids on it. So that's one thing you can do. And then if it doesn't sell as well, then you can put it in your shop. You can also have buy it nows in the pre-queue and stuff. There's some things you can do to Whatnot to kind of streamline that system. But again, then it's a game too, like because the interaction is part of it. So you don't want to do necessarily too much of that. You might,
you want me to be paying attention for all 7 hours, so I could maybe bid on some other junk.
Yeah. So I wound up getting 11 games from Josh, or 12 games. No, 11.
Yeah, I think I got like 20 something.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I wish I could have seen more. I didn't have time.
I mean, nothing good. I mean, these are all like just the most random things I needed upgrades on.
Yeah,
It wasn't
well,
like I'm completing the set and getting like, oh, Futurama and Teen Titans and all that.
no, I mean that's the only cool thing I got was Cold Fear, a sealed copy of Cold Fear. Like that was cool, but most of the stuff was just like real basics. You know, nothing exciting. I'm down like 70 games left on this set or something. The big one I still need is like Spike Out Battle Street, which I didn't even know was a thing. The last time I checked the price on Spike Out, it was $20.
It's so funny. Like I would have, if you asked me, as someone who mostly collected Xbox in like 2017 through 2019, I would say like Spike Out Battle Street is like a Deal Tavern game. Because it was more available sealed than CIB, and now it's like the most expensive Xbox game. What happened? Did it have like a God hand moment where everyone realized that like IGN is not a good reviewer and like maybe very Japanese exclusives are cool?
Yeah, I have no idea. Okay, all right. Did we do all the whatnot stuff?
Well, I have a follow-up question here. So
Okay.
should I have been wasting my time upgrading my Xbox games? Is that an acceptable use of my collecting resources?
No, it sure isn't.
Why not?
Do you want why? Well, because you keep saying you want to be done with it.
He had like one cool platinum hits. It was like a Tony Hawk game that had an ESRB sticker. It was like rated E or something, and they had to put a T sticker over it.
Yeah, me and you both bid on that. You outbid me on that, I think.
Yeah, I didn't win it though, because I was like, okay. I can't get sucked into the platinum hits rabbit hole again.
Yeah, I let that one go. I'm like, I can't go too hard on that one. Like if it's coming at a reasonable price, I'll take it, but I can't go too hard at this.
So I'm normally against buying like stupid bullshit. I don't know I didn't buy a copy of Big Mother Truckers, but I bought probably 10 games of that tier. But it doesn't, I feel like as I didn't increase the size of my collection because I'm just replacing ones that already exist with better copies, which feels good, right?
Yeah. No, I look, my problem is not you upgrading your stuff. I think that we have talked about that. That is a great way to spend your time. Upgrading your sets, making your sets better, making your collection better, improving it, getting all the reg cards, all the extra bullshit paperwork that you never see. That makes a collection awesome. It makes it stand out when you open it up and you're like, this is the most complete version of this game you're ever going to see. That's awesome. So I'm not mad at that. I'm more mad at the, like, you kind of hate Xbox. So what are you doing? Like, you're like, I should just get rid of this whole set. I wish I didn't have this set.
No, it has all these great exclusives like Spike Out Battle Street.
You mean like Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Exactly.
A true exclusive.
I don't know. I'm never going to care about Xbox, but I'll probably never sell the set.
So no, yeah, I'm of two minds there. It's not like, in theory, yes, you're doing the right thing, but also no, because you say you hate the set. But if you're going to keep the set, then yes.
It's the NES of Microsoft, just like PS1 is the NES of PlayStation.
How's that PS1 doing? Is PS1 a good set to collect?
PS1 is like top 3.
Is it a good set to collect?
Absolutely. It's one of the most interesting sets, and it's so good.
I think it's awesome, but is from a value standpoint.
From a value standpoint, you should be in S&P 500 index funds or Pokemon cards, depending on your risk tolerance.
True. All right. Legos are a bad investment right now, guys. Can't have you investing in Lego. You got to settle down. They're onto the game. All those articles about Lego being more valuable than gold, those days are over. You got to be very selective on the sets you buy and flip.
It's only because gold is so high now.
The Lego investment boom is over. Okay. Now it's you have to have strategic set buying. None of this, just anything and wait for it to retire. And I'm golden. Also, Lego's pumping out more sets than ever. It's a dangerous place to be in the Lego market.
Man, those sets look cool though. They're really good. Making cool looking sets.
They are so good at making cool looking sets. It's fucking obnoxious. All right. Now, are you ready, Tyler?
Now we're going to talk about video games. I mean, we talked.
We did. No, we did. This is all collector stuff. We did the thing.
Yeah, let's talk about the Halloween games, Johnny. Happy Halloween, everybody. It should be pretty soon to Halloween when this comes out.
So, Tyler, here is my problem. I love Halloween. I love all the dumb Halloween games. You know this, right? Right? You know this?
I know this.
Okay. I am known as a person who has collected a lot of Genesis games. I've done a lot of work on the Genesis set. I've done a lot of documenting. I have poured a lot of love and energy into the Genesis. Yeah, you would agree?
Sure. Me
Okay.
too.
You have. Absolutely. I dislike the Halloween selections available on the Genesis. I find them to be underwhelming and upsetting, but people will always ask, what are the Halloween games on the Genesis? So we are going to provide that list,
No
even though
one
I
asks
find
that.
this
Literally, you made this up in your head so you could talk
no,
about this.
this is not true. I I was confronted by not giving people clear and good access points into Halloween lists. So I'm here doing it. We did Super Nintendo. We're doing the Genesis list. It's less games than the Super Nintendo, but they're not that exciting. And some of them are the same games. So we're going to just jump right into it. It's kind of same thing as before. I went through, I have a rubric, an extensive rubric. It's like 20 pages. It's a ridiculous document. You don't need to read it. I score it on 3 different tiers. It is either Halloween, which means it applies to the season. It's culturally relevant to the holiday. It's baked in. It's horror, which is it bloody? Is it messy? Is it made to scare you with physical violence or gore? Something in that more physical, think the physicality of horror. And then is it spooky? Is it eerie? Is it setting? Is it atmospheric? Is it taking you to locations like a graveyard, which would be a little bit spooky, but then that also is like culturally a check mark for Halloween stuff. So it all this stuff kind of blends in. It coalesces into a score. Each each tier can get 3 points, and you have to have a minimum of a 3 to qualify. And if you are not in, even if you have monsters and gore, if your intent is not there, Tyler, this is a big thing we had to talk about last time, and you always disagree with me on this. But if the intent is not to be a Halloween game or horror game or a spooky game, if you're not trying to be those things, just because you have those elements does not mean you qualify.
So are you suggesting that the Sum of All Fears video game is not true horror, the impending nuclear apocalypse?
I would say the Tom Clancy game based off the book is not, or the movie. Is that one based off the movie?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I would say that, Tom. It's part of the what's his name? The Jack Ryan series.
I just know it has to do with nuclear apocalypse. That's so scary.
Yeah, that's scary, but that's not the same. It's not the same thing. That's like being scared of a test. It doesn't matter that the thing is scary. It matters the intent of it.
All right.
Okay.
All right, take me to Genesis games. Also, I feel like you breezed over it, but you genuinely have like a 20 plus page document on like what counts as a Halloween game. Like it sounds like he's just like, oh, I got this little rubric, but he's an actual crazy person. There's just no way to get that information across to you other than he is a crazy person.
Conspiracy meme here. That's me with this. No, it's a thoughtful rubric. Like I go through, like I refine it each year. I've been refining this stupid thing for 3 fucking years. I go through and like, okay, no, the way I did this would qualify these 2 things, and they don't actually pass my eyeball test. So what is wrong in it? Like, how do I set up a decision tree that makes sense where we would all arrive at the same thing if I wasn't here? I could give this to someone and they could go out and they could score video games and arrive at the same place I did. That's hard to translate. I feel like 20 pages is light. And that's not the scoring of the games. I want you to know I have a separate, like, insane Excel spreadsheet and Airtable with like thousands of games in there. I could literally do Halloween 365 for the next several years for posts on like Instagram and YouTube.
Let's just have an after dark where you just read that 20 page document.
Okay. And sound like a real crazy person?
Yes.
And I kind of wrote it with, like, academic but conversational, like academic but not too academic. Like I treated it as if I was writing a college paper. But not like my college thesis, even though this is basically what it could be. This is like I'm going to go back to school and figure out some way for them to let me get a master's degree in Halloween. Maybe I could slide this in anthropology.
I mean, you probably could. They'll let you. They'll if you pay to study, they'll let you do whatever you want, Johnny.
That's true. So yeah, this there's a lot going on here. There's a lot. But let's get to the Genesis, shall we?
Let's go.
And if you hear, or if you don't hear a game, and this is for the listeners, if you don't hear a game and you're like, why the F doesn't that come up on the list? Maybe it didn't qualify. I probably have a reason, but I'm not going through every game I disqualified. I'm only showing you the ones I did qualify. Also, I'm not perfect. I might have just missed one. So let's get to it. Well, I'm just going in alphabetical order. We're not worrying about the year. I will tell you the year. I will tell you the publisher. I'm not even going to give you the score. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the game. Hey, Tyler, have you heard of the Addams Family?
The Amiga game.
Yeah, you did that joke last time.
I mean, it is an Amiga, but yeah, it's a shitty platformer.
It's not,
I don't know if it's shitty. I haven't played it, but
no. So, Addams Family by Ocean Software. Like I said, I find this to be a staple of Halloween. Addams Family qualifies just about every single way you can. I mean, there's not like real horror in this. There's not like blood and guts, but there's some implied stuff. I gushed about the movies. I love them both. You know, Addams Family has long been culturally associated. This is just another version of the Addams Family, but this time on the Genesis. It's a platformer, comedy-esque, big sprites. It's okay.
I got nothing to say. We already discussed it last week or 2 weeks ago.
I know. We did like two. Unfortunately, that's part of it too. Is like we're going from the Super Nintendo to this, and a lot of these games are cross-platform. So I won't belabor these. Bram Stoker's Dracula, Tyler, by Sony ImageSoft, came out in 1993. Also a cross-platform game. I forgot to say, Addams Family you can get for about $35. It was released in North America and Europe. Bram Stoker's Dracula by Sony ImageSoft, 1993. Yes, it qualifies. Dracula is a horror icon, but this game is garbage. Don't buy it unless you want the sweet Genesis cover. That is the one thing to say about this. The cover on this looks exceptionally nice in the Genesis format.
It does. It's got that full art. It doesn't have the red thing on the side. It's just all blue.
Yeah, it's an exceptionally nice looking Genesis art.
So and what this game is, we didn't say Addams Family was $35. This game's like $25. I feel like this game would be $10 if it wasn't for the pretty cool box art.
Yeah, and it would be $50 on the Super Nintendo.
Would it? I mean, it's the same thing on the Super Nintendo.
I mean, if you had it like this format like this, if they just like made it cool. The art on this just lends itself to this formatting.
Sure.
Anyways, here's the meat. Here's the quintessential Genesis Halloween game. If I was going to pick one Halloween game from the Genesis, it would be Castlevania Bloodlines.
That's about this game? It's got a 0 out of 10 on the Halloween scale.
It should have.
That's the quintessential Halloween game, one with a 0 out of 10.
No, well, not. I'm using Halloween as shorthand for Halloween horror spooky.
All right.
This is the game.
Hey, it's a good game.
This is a 6.
It's a game people actually care about.
It's not the same as other Castlevanias. It's kind of got a different storyline. It like kind of blends itself into more reality. Mario Bath it's a weird Castlevania game that kind of departs from the formula a bit, and it has some cool variants. Tyler, what do you know about Castlevania variants?
Does it take? Oh, I thought you were going to say about Bloodlines. I was going to ask, does it take place during World War One?
Does it?
I think it does. It's a weird game.
It is. It's weird even for a Castlevania. I
like the NES games better. I know people love Castlevania Bloodlines. I think all of the Nintendo, not Simon's Quest. Simon's Quest is a weird thing, but I like them all better than Bloodlines. I like Rondo better than Bloodlines. So I mean, it's still a very good game. It's obviously a good action platform game like every single Castlevania is. It's just one of those things where it's like, I think it's kind of the worst mainline game in a series with a bunch of like 10 out of 10s. I don't know if I'm mean on Bloodlines though. Maybe I just hate Sega because I am a Genesis hater.
You are a Genesis hater. I said Mary of Bath. I meant Elizabeth Bartley. Or Bathory. Is that
Elizabeth Bathory.
Yes. Elizabeth Bathory. Who's kind of known as a serial killer.
But it is Elizabeth Bartley who is the character in Castlevania.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Sorry. Trying to get my facts straight here.
Yeah. So there's the original release is a clamshell. Just get that. Don't worry about it. And then you'll be happy and good. I don't know if I have the clamshell. I might only have the cardboard one. I think I have a cardboard one that still has the shrink wrap on it. And it's so nice that I'm like, I'll just be happy with this forever.
I mean, the clamshell is so much better.
I should get the clamshell. I know. So there's a clamshell first release, and then there's two Majesco cardboard later prints. One has a flip top box, and one has a slide box. So,
and tell them the important part about the insides of these games.
The insides that has a registration card and a Lethal Enforcers poster in the clamshell, at least.
Yes.
Is that what you mean? Did I pick up what you were putting down there?
You did. And the reg card, there's a reg card in the Majesco one. It's not the same reg card. So make sure you have the one that's got like the blood on it.
Yeah, it's like it's a red and white registration card. You'll know it's right.
Yeah. You'll know. And
did you change
this is a
the
Konami
score
game.
actively as we were talking? I was like, it's a 0 out of 10 for Halloween. And did you go put it up to a 1 out of 3?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be 1.
Okay.
Yeah, that was just a mistype. So this is by Konami. It ranges anywhere like the clamshell and like the cardboard box can be a $200 game. The clamshell can be a $300 game if it has all the right components in it. You will sometimes find it for $150 to $180. It's in this $150 to $200 range, but you could pay as much as $300 for a nice one. So,
damn, I gotta go see if I have one now, and then go upgrade mine.
Yeah, why buy Xbox games when you can buy Castlevania Bloodlines?
Right. I doubt I spent even $300 on all the Xbox games I've been buying. I doubt it. No way. Yeah, right.
Yeah. So, next game on the list. This is a game that people like, and I am a certified hater of this game. I don't talk about it very often, but Tyler, it's Decap Attack. 1991. This game, it does this thing where it's like a platformer, but they like try to incorporate humor, and I don't think they do it well. This is definitely a game that's made with blast processing. I kind of hate it. It feels like a bunch of bad ideas that someone was like, we just got to make one of these. Like, someone was just dictating, just do this, it'll be fine. It's just like, yeah, fine. This guy, he doesn't have a head, and like he was made by Dr. Frankenstein, or the monster. But I don't know. I don't care about nuance. Who gives a shit? This is for kids. Fuck them. That's how I feel like this game was made.
All right, I think I've played it. I think it's just an average platformer. You hate it that much?
I fucking do. I try not to talk about this game because like people kind of like it, and it's like, this is like fine, this is like good. No, I dislike it. It's like too many ideas. Like it's such a hodgepodge. It's the worst kind of Halloween stew ever.
It's very 90s in that like, we need a character who has attitude. What would the character with attitude do? Throw his entire head.
Yeah. Do you want to know what his name is? Chuck D. Head. And he's a mummy, and he's out there with like. Also, I have this contention about mummies and how Halloween are mummies. They're on the outside, even though they're like a classic universal monster. It just feels off. It feels not quite right. I got a bone to pick with
putting
mummies.
in some work for the mummies.
They are, but I just, yeah. Anyways, I have my problem with Egyptian horror when it comes to like mummies. Anyways, yeah, you can go be Chuck D. Head and you can go do all of this stuff. Also, like this was, I think, just a reskin of like Magical Hat, or that's where it started, and then they made it this thing instead. So,
What's
yeah,
Magical Hat, Johnny?
it's a platformer, Japanese platformer that was on, I think, the TurboGrafx and the Mega Drive.
Cool. All right.
Yep.
Thanks for letting us know. So the head you're chucking used to be a hat.
Yep.
So.
And there was like no comedy. That shit's all they just added in after the fact. Also, I'm not like a huge slapstick guy, especially when it's done poorly, and this is not done well. I hate this game.
So this is it's a black, what is it? A grid box are they called? So it's an early Genesis game. They had these sort of black grids on the background behind the art. And sometimes with these games, you'll see variants in the grid, and I don't think one is well documented, at least for Decap Attack, and I didn't see one immediately when I was looking it up for this episode. But if you pay attention to that grid, sometimes you'll see like, oh, there's one with like a strong grid and one with like a lighter grid. Or the grid squares will be different sizes between variants. And like, who always points these out to us in the
Andrew Brim.
Andrew's into these because of the UPCs on the sides.
Yep. And
so the Canadian versions of the grid games don't have the big UPC on the spine. So our friend Andrew collects the Canadian versions because he doesn't want the grid to. He doesn't want the UPC on the spine ruining his set how it looks. But
there's also variants in the size of the Genesis like logo on the side. Like
that's a common thing to see on a lot of Genesis games. That happens on the cartridges too, like the Sega Genesis logo. Like whatever they were doing to like composite the graphics together, someone was just like, I'll just tweak that a little bit, make it look a little better. And sometimes like these grid variants are like only on the cart or only on the manual. So this is the kind of thing that like Daddy Mulk stares at for hours, and then he'll come and he'll be like, guys, I just found a new black grid variant. Look at this. The fourth print of Decap Attack has a slightly lighter grid on the manual. And this stuff is not well documented. So might be a fun thing to look into if you do care about Decap Attack.
If you care about variants and you want to just like get into the weeds on stuff, Genesis is a home for you. You can like, it's the Wild West. No one's done it. Well, I mean, there's a few people doing it, but you could get into this and you could go hard if you wanted.
Johnny, it's a key game. Both Bloodlines and Decap Attack. Wait, what? I was gonna say they're on the Sega Genesis Mini. Is Decap Attack not on the Sega Genesis Mini? I thought that for sure. It's definitely on Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection because I'm pretty sure that's where I played it first.
Yeah, this is a 1991 game, and it's about $40 to $50 if you want one. But again, a giant caveat to all the Genesis games, like even if you don't get it with the reg card or the poster, which the posters in these games are sometimes interchangeable, just you have to know which one. You can't just take any poster. But like if you look around, you might see that it's a common poster rather than like on the Super Nintendo where they're all very specific. Buy them at least with the manual. You will regret not owning a Genesis manual. I promise you.
Oh, yeah, it's always like 50% of the value.
Yeah, like always spend like, and it's never going to line up. The manual is going to be $30, but the complete game is going to be $50, and the cart's going to be $20. It's just like, just buy. And then like, if there's one that has a reg card and a poster in it and $60, buy that one. I promise you're going to feel so much better.
Yeah, and did you say, so Decap Attack, it's a Sega game. It has the Toe Jam and Earl poster, probably the most common Genesis poster, or at least one of them.
Yeah.
And then it has a registration card and like a Game Gear, go buy a Game Gear insert.
Next game we have on the list is a game that does not count. I'm not going to get into it too much. It's devilish. People are like, the devil. No, this is dark fantasy. Okay. And we have to draw a line. Dark fantasy if the intent was to be fantasy, dark fantasy specifically, that probably does not count. Now you're like, well, Dracula is kind of dark fantasy. It's more gothic fiction, and gothic fiction does count. Okay. There are subtle differences. There is nuance. Okay. Anyways, get that out as we
also,
get.
it's a breakout game, so I don't think anyone's really going to fight you.
No. People do fight me. You fight me on stuff on this.
I mean, sure.
Because I'm insane and I have I'm very specific on what I qualify and what I don't. Frankenstein. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, as a matter of fact. Another Sony ImageSoft game. A game we've already talked about. It's $40. It's a beat 'em up kind of horror action game. Hey, do you like it? No, you don't.
Why is it highlighted on our spreadsheet here?
Because, Tyler, it's got variants. That's the best part about this one. Bam, 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 variants.
Whoa. The variants we talked about 2 weeks ago when we brought up the Super Nintendo version?
Yeah, and we said, wow, that's cool that the Genesis version has this cool rental variant. And then they had to get rid of that, and then they put a sticker over that, so you got a second variant out of it. Whoa. Pretty cool.
Yeah. So what the original version will say a rental special, and then the later prints will have a sticker that says something like, you can also get it on Sega CD.
Yeah.
To make sure when you pick it up in the store, you'd be like, oh, I don't want this. And then you go get the more expensive Sega CD game.
Yeah, you're like, fuck this garbage. I gotta buy me a Sega CD. It's not even the same game, but that's fine.
I would actually pick this up. Maybe I wouldn't be this smart as a kid. But if it was like today and you pick up a game and it says like also available on the Switch too, I'd put it back and be like, oh, I guess I don't want this version because this must be shit. But that wasn't the case. This game was made for Genesis and then they made they updated it for Sega CD. I don't know what the Sega CD one was, but
different. They're all different.
I don't think people didn't have standards back then. There was like, oh, Frankenstein. I love Frankenstein.
Look at Decap Attack. No standards.
Yeah.
Okay. Tyler,
I'm gonna say this game is, despite being semi-rental exclusive, it's not even uncommon. It's like the Super Nintendo version is more desirable. At least it's more expensive.
Yes,
you can get a decent one for like what, $35? What do you have the price at?
$35, $40 about what I have it at. And again, if the nicest version is $45, just spend $45, guys. Take these prices as a median price and then go. If you spend a little more, if you're really trying to buy this stuff, then spend a little more and get the better one.
Here's a good rule of thumb, but this is just based on the way the market works right now. Just if you're looking for a game, take the price charting price and just double it and just be like, oh, that's what I should spend for a good copy. And it will be worth it if you can get like a 9 out of 10 copy for that price or less.
Yeah. And yeah. We talked it's $40, $40 to $50. Here is a good one, Tyler. At least, so Ghostbusters has a long and confusing history in video games. Long and confusing, lots going on, lots of different Ghostbusters game. But the Ghostbusters for the Genesis is interesting because it is an exclusive. Also, the Super Nintendo did not get a Ghostbusters game, which is kind of,
Genesis does, man.
Yeah. And this is an early Genesis game. This is 1990. So this is another grid game. It's got the iconic No Ghost logo on it. So go check that out. This is, it's not the best game, but it is a cool game to own. And the fact that it is an exclusive Genesis game, well, Mega Drive as well, and not like any of the other ports because Ghostbusters is on so many different systems and there's so many iterations. This was made specifically for the Genesis. So that's kind of cool.
It is cool. I think it's crazy that they went with just the same logo as the 1984 Atari game. What was the first version? Wikipedia says it was made by David Crane. I'm going to call it an Atari game. So the one where you literally play as the Ghostbusters logo and run around the city and then have to capture ghosts. You have to grind. The one that the angry video game nerd would make fun of. The bad Ghostbusters game. This is the good one. I don't care about Ghostbusters, so it doesn't do that much for me.
You don't care about Ghostbusters at all?
It's too 80s stuff. It came out, it's too 80s for me. No, I like Ghostbusters. I think that kind of dark fantasy comedy is funny, but it's not a formative part of my youth. Some people like Ghostbusters and Back to the Future are the most important things that ever happened to them. And I'm more yeah, it's a good movie.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm in the they're important camp because I'm older than you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm an old man. Yeah.
For me, it was Toy Story Johnny. Toy Story, what
great.
a movie.
Man, Toy Story is great. What a good movie. Anyways, this is $75, Tyler. $75. Get a nice copy of Ghostbusters.
Get every exclusive is worth it. Like, it doesn't matter what the price is. Every exclusive is worth it. Unless it's like, Hagane and it's just there because it's ridiculous and expensive and hyped. Just buy every exclusive for whatever price they want for it. That's my tip.
Good tip. Pay double what price charting says and buy everything. Got it.
Most like really nice stuff will be less than double price charting. And so that's just a way to feel good about everything you're buying.
It's true. And in 5 years, are you going to care that you spent that money? It's gone.
Now the game's going to be worth 10 times as much because games only go up in value.
That's 100%.
Oh, do you want
true.
an update from the Japanese market, Johnny? Here we go.
Okay.
I think there was a Japanese auction recently and prices were like pretty flat to down because a lot of the comparable prices were from the first Heritage Auctions Japanese auction where a lot of stuff just went crazy because it's the first time it showed up. So stuff was mostly a little bit down, I think. And there was a Shindu Super Mario 64 9.6. So that's a later version of Super Mario 64 that added Rumble Pack support. 9.6, mint copy of the game, like unopened. And 2 years ago or 1 year ago, it sold for like $8,000, and this one sold for $1,500. It's all going to zero. It's all worthless. It's my market update.
Okay, it's all going to zero. I mean, how is that an update if it's always been going to zero?
I don't know. Someone bought a Silent Hill demo. A sealed Silent Hill demo for like $700 or $800, which are available in Japan for like $15. Prices don't make any sense. Heritage Auctions is a crazy marketplace.
Yeah.
Love watching it though.
What a weird man. I don't know. Like the people who bid on Heritage are not the same as the people who are just like listening to this podcast all the time and buying just like random shit on eBay. It's just not the same crowd.
Oh yeah, I know.
There's crossover, but like it's a completely different market.
That's why I'm here bringing the news to you guys, because I know people listening to this podcast aren't keeping up on like the stupid Heritage Auction sales.
Hey, I watched the Japanese one. I was curious what some of those games were going to do.
Yeah.
Well, I was chatting with you about it. Remember? That was weird.
It was.
I normally don't chat with you about auctions. I wanted to see what some of the Japanese stuff did. I wasn't trying to buy. I was just curious. Okay. We're going to move us on to the next game, Tyler. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready? Did we say how much that was? $75? Yeah. Ghouls and Ghosts, Tyler. This is all you, baby. You said it was your pick of the show last week. Is it going to be your pick of the show this week?
No, because I've only played Super Ghouls and Ghosts.
Oh.
Is this the same game? I don't even know. I thought this is slightly different, isn't it? It's a completely different game.
Okay. It's a sequel to Ghosts and Goblins.
That it is.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a lot of fun. The new one's a lot of fun. The something. The whatever. I can't even remember names of video games I played anymore. Johnny, I think out of this is an exclusive, right? In a beloved franchise. And it's like a difficult action game, meaning like at any point people will want to pick up and play it and it'll be exciting.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to call it the pick. I mean, like if we're being real, the pick is Castlevania Bloodlines because it's a Castlevania game, but
this is a good pick. It's got interesting box art that they would come back to this style a little bit later down the road. Is interesting on like was it Ghost Daimakura or something? What is it? What is this fucking game called in Japan?
I can recognize it,
Daimakamura or something.
Yeah, that's it. Daimakamura.
Yeah. So like
Japanese people who speak Japanese are like these white people trying to pronounce this game.
Oh yeah, whoever speaks Japanese and just heard us say that, we apologize. We have no business trying to say these words, but we must stumble through them. Anyways, it's like I said, interesting cover that they kind of come back to. I don't love it. I don't know why it's in gold armor, but it's striking and it's a good game. It's a good pickup. It's got an Altered Beast poster. 1989 Tower, so we're talking real early.
Yeah. Johnny, you know what? I actually sometimes, I didn't say this when we were talking about Bram Stoker's Dracula, but sometimes I think it is worth pulling shitty games off the shelf or games you think will be shitty games because sometimes they are interesting because everybody knows what a Mario game is going to play like. Everybody knows what like the good, like a Final Fantasy. You know what the good stuff is. You might not like the bad stuff might surprise you with how uniquely bad it is. And so I picked up Bram Stoker's Dracula, and it was fucking awful. I didn't last like an hour playing it. It was a really bad, really boring
terrible.
game.
Yeah.
Like it's just like mindlessly like mashing through enemies and like doing like really boring kind of dodges because like if you go too fast, you're just gonna die, and there's limited continues and like it's fascinating to me that basically the first beat 'em up ever, Kung Fu on like NES, like the enemy placement and the design of Kung Fu is just like so much better than the design of Bram Stoker's Dracula for Super Nintendo. That should have had years of games to iterate on and understand what makes a good game, and nothing about that game do they understand what makes it a good game. And just as a comparison, I'm just like thinking about like, all right, what am I gonna like actually play after this episode? And I'm looking at Ghouls and Ghosts, and I could just tell like, man, they understand what makes a good game in Ghouls and Ghosts. It just looks cool.
It does. And if you are like, I can't make myself play these games, but I'll watch a video, I've got some recommendations for you. I don't normally recommend too many YouTube people, but Burst Error is a good one to go check out. He plays a lot of these games. Like that's one of the ones. Dungeon Chill, also a very good one to go check out. These two guys play a lot of these horror games. Some of the obscure ones too, they get into it. So check out those two people if you want footage of games like this.
Johnny, take us away. There's an Altered Beast poster in this, and
$75.
It costs $75. Go get this instead of Ghostbusters. Get both. They're both exclusive.
Yeah. These are
so wait, we're up to let's see. We're gonna get Castlevania Bloodlines Clamshell as $300. Now you're gonna get both of these. We're up to a $450 shopping list for the episode. Let's keep going.
Okay. All right. And don't worry, it's only going up from here. Tyler. Haunting, starring Poltergeist. This is an EA game. Are you excited?
Mm-hmm.
From 1993.
You mean the Chinese company, EA?
Uh-huh.
Electronic Arts, yeah.
Yeah. So here's the thing, Tyler. This game doesn't do it for me either. It's just not, this is not for me.
It's not a fun video game. Is it not for you because it's not like Halloween-y enough? I feel like it's very Halloween-y. It's about scaring kids. It's
Halloween-y enough.
Poltergeist is not a scary character.
No.
He's he looks like the green guy from Doug. Well, yeah. What was like the bully from Doug's name?
Oh, I forget. Oh,
Roger. He looks like Roger from Doug.
Oh no, Roger. Oh man.
Stay away from Patty Mayonnaise.
Ugh, what a horrible name. And why did all the Doug characters change colors? That was when they went to Disney, right? Anyways, I guess he's a teenage ghost haunting the wealthy Sardinian family through their 4 homes. He makes this is like such a 90s idea. Again, this is one of these, this is like, again, Genesis does what Nintendo don't like. Oh yeah, we got attitude. This game with attitude. And it's eye-rolling to me and not interesting.
It's not. It also, if you play, I don't know, maybe it's the isometric perspective or the fact that you have to like go into objects that you have to like run around as the ghost and like go into objects that would be much easier to click. It feels like it should have been a computer game. I don't think that would have fixed how kind of not that fun it is, but
what made the controls a little better?
You know what it is? It's an exclusive.
It is that. I'm gonna say if you want an exclusive, it's a fine one to own.
No, I'm not adding this to our shopping list.
No.
You don't need to own Haunting starring Poltergeist.
Yeah, and this one's a little expensive. It's $120, and people bring this up a lot. Again,
this is $120, guys.
Yeah.
God, oh come on! We have talked about better games here that were like $75.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like at the end of the day, when you're trying to get rid of your shit, are they recognizing Haunting starring Poltergeist, or are they gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I know what Ghostbusters is," or Ghouls and Ghost?
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
go buy. This is going to be some uncommon advice from Tyler. Go buy a game made by a Japanese developer. Come on,
yeah,
you're like halfway to Castlevania Bloodlines.
yep. Anyways, this is again. This is part of why the Genesis set kind of just makes me a little angry because two of its marquee games, Decap Attack and Haunting starring Poltergeist, I dislike. Anyways, moving us on. Uh, this one, I like this one, and this one has such a good cover, such good box art. Tyler, it contends for the best box art in the Genesis Halloween set. Scooby-Doo Mystery by Acclaim has a poster. It's got a reg card. Came out in 1995. It's made in partnership with Sunsoft. It's Scooby-Doo.
Can you describe the box art for those of us who only
No.
have our ears?
No. So on the box, it's two zombie hands coming through. So you only see from like the forearms, and it's Scooby and Shaggy huddled together. And yeah, then just the coloration is really nice, and the format that it's in, the layout of the box art is just very well done. You're just like, that's what I expect a Scooby-Doo thing to look like.
It is a good box art. So it's got like a dark haunted house kind of with lightning in the background. It's all very dark blue, and then on top of it is Scooby-Doo Mystery in yellow, and it really stands out. It's nice.
It does. And there's a little bat. You've got the Mystery Machine, Fred. So it's weird that they put a haunted house there, because I think this is all like it's all about a haunted carnival. So, whatever.
This game's $150?
It is very expensive.
Holy moly!
Yeah.
Whoa! What?
Yes. Yep. And an expensive game.
Johnny, I have some notes I took as a
Sure.
teenager from when I played this game. You want to hear my notes?
Okay. I would love to hear Teenage Tower notes.
It seemed like a good introduction to adventure games. Has mostly logical puzzles, but difficult enough that you could be stuck for a while if you miss one little thing. I played it while going through my Genesis games, and I saw that seemed relatively uncommon and was worth only about $20. That's my childhood review of Scooby-Doo Mystery.
Yeah. Point and click adventure on your Genesis. Get there.
Sure.
That's a pretty fair review.
I gave it a 6 out of 10, by the way.
Your teenage self, I think, was a little harsh on that score, but I think your points were solid.
That's above average. 6 out of 10. Come on.
I forgot that you're a fucking maniac. We cannot do this, Tyler. A 6 is not. No, stop.
Get up to like Tyler. An 8 out of 10. We're talking like the best games ever made. So let's Tyler, not get crazy here.
Tyler, please stop it. I can't do this.
Look up a bell curve, guys.
We're talking about the way people rate things and understand things as a human being. This is not. We're not like, well, you all fall below this portion of the bell curve. I'm sorry, this portion and this portion only will be A's, and over here at the tail will be the F's. I hope you are above this. You can't fucking talk to people about bell curves, Tyler.
Johnny, are we adding this $150 pretty good Scooby-Doo game to our already $450 shopping cart?
I'm going to say no.
I'm also going to say no. Also, immediately, like, no one is going to recognize this as a $150 game if they, like, look at your game shelf. Like, you can't put this face out and be like, check it out. It's Scooby-Doo Mystery for the Sega Genesis.
Yeah. So an interesting thing to do is go look at this art and then go look at the Super Nintendo art for this, because it's basically the same art. The layout of the Genesis game did it better, but it does cut off Velma. And they have like a different style haunted house in the Super Nintendo one. So it's weird. They kind of change some assets. So you can tell that basically the same, but then they did some stuff to fix the assets and to make it in the Super Nintendo format or in the Genesis format. I'm not sure, but Genesis the saturation of the colors, the overall look, the layout made it a much nicer looking box art, even though it's basically the same art.
It does. I mean, it's got the red. It's got all the colors going for it. Like it has the blue. It's got the yellow of the Scooby Doo, the green of the hands, and the red of the Genesis. It looks better. Also, the only reason this was considered for the shopping list is because the Genesis and Super Nintendo games are different games, despite being the same name with the same box art.
Yep.
So it is an exclusive.
Yes. So this is like I would say if you get through everything else and you need something else on your shopping list, maybe put this one on.
All right, I'm not going to go that far.
I think it's a good alternative. If if you're at the end, you're like, I got $150 extra left. But
we've all got $150 left over these days.
So let's talk about the most expensive games on the list, shall we? Which is weirdly not a Castlevania game.
All right. Hopefully they were made by Japanese.
Well, let's see. Tyler, I know you love this game, so I'm going to let you talk a lot about Splatterhouse 2.
I don't really care about the Splatterhouse genre or the Splatterhouse series, Johnny.
You don't care about the genre either.
I mean, I don't care about the genre either. Johnny, Splatterhouse 2, you walk as a guy wearing a hockey mask and you hit big scary monsters with like baseball bats and pipes and they splat against walls. And it's like, wow, look at that. That was really cool. In my Sega Genesis, look at all these graphics happening.
Yeah. Hey, you know what else it has, Tyler?
What does it have?
It's got some places where the gore is more censored. Like between the Japanese version and the American version, I think we have more gore.
Cool.
I think it's
really?
a weird one. Yeah, I think so. It's definitely influenced by.
What? How is that possible? Hold on. Who made Splatterhouse? This was made by the
Namco.
Japanese developer Now Production. And they gave us more gore? That's kind of interesting, actually.
I think so. I could have that wrong, but I thought that's what I read on this one. Obviously, I've not played the Japanese one. So,
Johnny, are you telling me that you missed the classic YouTuber content mill of going to the cutting room floor and pretending you know a bunch of interesting facts about video games by reading the cutting room floor article? We could have done that.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't. We got a lot of games to talk about. I just didn't want to pretend. I've played a lot of games. I've played this one all the way through. Just not the Japanese version because I'm an American kid.
Oh, okay. Also, I'm sorry. You don't actually wear a hockey mask. You are wearing a skull mask.
Yeah, no, you can say whatever you want, but the mask in this game is definitely made to look like a hockey mask. Get out of here.
And in the Japanese one, you're wearing a kabuki mask. He looks like Vega from Street Fighter in the Japanese version.
Yep.
Also, I guess most interestingly, for collector nerds, this is the most desirable and maybe rarest Splatterhouse game. So Splatterhouse 2 is worth more than Splatterhouse 3.
It is. This one goes for $260. It is always missing the manual. Always. So, like, if you're going to buy it, go buy it with the manual because hunting down the manual is just going to be a large pain in the ass. It does have a reg card too, so you might as well find that. There's a lot of like little body horror stuff in this, like the walls like undulate and like, they made the backgrounds look gross, even though you're like just trying to find Jennifer through the house. I mean, you're always putting the mask back on, always trying to save Jennifer.
That's Splatterhouse 2. It's not a hockey mask, it's a skull mask.
They can say whatever. And we weren't inspired by movies like The Evil Dead or Friday the 13th. Mm-hmm.
I mean, in the first game, it's a hockey mask.
Yeah.
And in Splatterhouse Wampaka Graffiti. And then they're like, we don't want a lawsuit. Let's change it. Even though, like, it's very clearly not Jason, because you're just a guy, like, murdering monsters. Jason doesn't murder monsters. Yeah. It's a completely distinct character.
He's not also rescuing his girlfriend.
I'm not adding this to the shopping cart. I'm sorry. Yeah. Like, Splatterhouse 2, it is a game that people would point out on a shelf and be like, damn, it's Splatterhouse 2. Yeah.
It is the one. And people like it more than 3. The 3 kind of changed the formula a little bit and that kind of made people a little upset, but now they've kind of come back on it. I don't know.
I think 2 has one of those very striking boxes on the Genesis. It's a very like deep blue. It's kind of like Musha, where it's like it always sticks out to me. It could just be because now I have an eye for like expensive games after years of looking at video games. But I like 2 more than 3. as someone who doesn't care about this series and only cares about the aesthetic and shelf value of these games.
Hey, well, Tyler, if you don't like that, let's get to the third one where you go back to the mansion and you are this time fighting through a time. You like go through a time rift or something in the house, something ridiculous like that. And this game did get a mature rating. So it's a mature rated Genesis game. Does that give it any extra appeal for you?
Yeah. I mean, so 2 would have been mature rated, but this is like ESRB, not even like the fake rating that whatever had. No,
this is 1993. The 2 was 1992. This is 93.
All right. I mean, I think old games with M ratings are cool. Sure. I guess that does give us some clout.
Was this only released in North America, I think? Can't remember if 3 went to Japan.
No, it came out in Japan.
Was it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it did. Let's see. What else is interesting about this? Like I said, they changed the formula up a little bit. We're still wearing the Terror mask. Look, if you've played Splatterhouse, you kind of know what's going on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, what do? You walk through like catacombs and stuff, and you punch ghosts and horrible creatures.
You pick up the 2x4 and get that job done and splat them. You splat them.
You do flying Streets of Rage 2 kicks or like roundhouse kicks.
Yeah.
All right. And you know what? I think you still have the bone mask or something in this, but like they really make it look like a hockey mask.
And this is a Redbox Genesis game. So the original Splatterhouse is when like Genesis games could just kind of go do whatever they wanted. But this one came back and into the standardized Genesis formats, either the grid box early and then the red and white striped side box. So that's what this is. You got a red box here for the Genesis on Splatterhouse 3.
That's it. And it's what's it, $200 and something,
$225, but it's going to be more than that if you want them. Again, always missing the manuals, always missing components, has a reg card. Yeah, you're probably going to pay more than $225 if you want a nice one, but you might get away with just that. At least it doesn't have a poster.
And both of these games are exclusives, which is kind of weird because was Splatterhouse an arcade game ported to the TurboGrafx? Yes.
Yeah.
So how it would be so, I would be in on Splatterhouse if Splatterhouse got a Genesis port, because then you could have the whole trilogy in one place and 2 of them are exclusives, and that would feel so damn cool. But
you can't.
Man, the TurboGrafx game, the box, like it doesn't go with the Genesis cases. They're so much thicker. It just doesn't. It's not a thing. Like, yes, you could take a picture of them all together and it would be cool, but like, oh, it'd be so much cooler if they just had the whole trilogy. I would be in again. I swear to God, I would be in again. I would be like, yeah, go get the Splatterhouse trilogy on Genesis.
But instead, just go buy the PC-88 version.
No, stop this nonsense.
Why?
You're talking about Wait, is there a PC-88 Splatterhouse?
Yeah.
That's so dumb. It's probably horrible. Kind of every PC-88 game is horrible.
It's got unique box art, though, which I then think Limited Run did a version of or something and like took the box art back or something. Like, I hate when they do that. When they like, oh, look at this cool box art that used to be like neat and exclusive. Now we'll put it on this generic piece of garbage. I hate that. Anyways, fine. Go buy the LCD version. There's an LCD game of Splatterhouse. That's the real one to get. Real ones get that.
Is there a PC-88 version of Splatterhouse? We're going to have to talk after the show. I don't know what's going on here.
Pretty sure. Am I thinking of like a Sharp X68000 version instead?
I mean, that would make a lot more sense because X68000 is the one that had the arcade ports.
Yeah. I might have just confused my Japanese computer. Sorry.
I look at a lot of NEC PC games, Johnny. I don't remember seeing a Splatterhouse. It's also on the FM Towns Marty.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of. It's the FM Towns version. It's got the big mask on it. Yeah. It's on a couple of different versions, but yeah, it's the FM Towns one.
All the cool kids collect the FM Towns Marty, a system that has not one, but 2 funny names.
It's true. What do you got there? FM Towns Marty. Yeah, like if you've ever seen it, that's what it was. It wasn't Limited Run. It was PCE Works. Fucking did a release of this. But yeah, you can if you go look for it, yeah, it's got a cool. You would like the box for that one. It's got an interesting box.
Johnny, our next game, unless you actually want to talk about The Immortal for some reason.
I don't. That's just a game that doesn't qualify. But everyone's got there's a Grim Reaper on it. Nope, doesn't qualify. Sorry.
It's part of Dark Fantasy, actually.
Yeah.
It's also not called The Immortal. It's called Some Guy's Name The Immortal, Johnny, please.
Oh, okay, cool. This one's all you, Tyler.
The Ooze, Johnny. This counts according to Johnny's rubric. The Ooze on Sega Genesis, despite having a 0 out of 3 Halloween score, is in fact a Halloween game.
It's marginal. It's the most marginal game on this list. And when I do a more rigorous re-review of things, it might fall off.
Oh no.
But it's on there for now, Tyler, and that's what counts. Tell us about the Ooze. This was one of Tyler's early stock picks. He told everyone to go make money and buy copies of the Ooze. Tyler, 1, did that pan out? And 2, tell me more about the Ooze.
All right. So, man, what was it? It must have been 7 years ago at this point. We were talking about like what game we were basically talking about, like what are going to be future set killers, not set killers, but what are the uncommon games that are going to dry up and you should get now before they become a problem. And our kind of joke, kind of serious pick was the Ooze on Sega Genesis, an exclusive that nobody on Earth is thinking about. It is... This is not a correct comparison, but the game it reminds me the most of is the Mutant Virus on freaking NES, because it's a top-down game where you play a blob. Like there's parallels between the two, almost, not really. You actually play as the blob in the Ooze. You don't play as like a guy trying to defeat the blob.
Yeah,
not a lot of games where you play as like a contiguous mass of liquid, especially in 16-bit, where it can't really handle what they're trying to do. It's a little admirable.
It's interesting that it exists. It's interesting that it's a game.
And I think it was around $60, maybe $40 when we were like hyping it up. And now, after 2019, after 2021, after everybody forgot about Sega, you can get a copy of the Ooze for $65. Also, you know what? I didn't realize this. So yeah, the Ooze was a very, very poor investment. You should have put your money in anything else except the Ooze. I'm realizing now, Splatterhouse, $225 and $260. Those games have been that price for like 10 years.
Yes.
These prices are nothing. Like Scooby-Doo Mystery obviously surprised me. These are just like the prices I remember collecting these games at, and I bought these games many years ago. Decap Attack, $40. Like, how much cheaper could that game be?
Yeah, Splatterhouse 3 and its ugly ass box art was like $225 like 2021.
So, man, I mean, I guess the Ooze really cements it, but yeah, these Genesis games are just ho-hum, man. These prices are going nowhere.
They have been trickling. They trickled down after the spike, and then they've been flat.
Interesting.
No one is on about the Genesis. Though the Ooze, when we called it out, let's say it was 2018 when we called it out, it was a $30 CIB. Not a $60.
You could have doubled your money. You could have also doubled your money putting it into, I don't know, literally any asset, any collectible, any stock. You probably could have done better than that since 2018, honestly. In almost anything.
Do you want to know what my problem with the Ooze is? It's stupid freaking box art. They made the Ooze box art look so stupid. Like, it's a far more interesting game than the dumbass box art. And then when you go, if you look at the Ooze, the cartridge, I hate this. They just really wanted the part that said the Ooze, so they didn't pay for more art. They just cropped it. So it's got the top. They made some character look like they're like, this is the Ooze. It's definitely like a 90s style character. Again, it's more Genesis does bullshit on the art. And you only see the top of his head, like the top half of his head and his eyes, and the Ooze. You're just like, what is this? Just so cheap. When you look at this kind of stuff and you're just like, this is not a quality decision. This was a money decision. And it looks bad.
It does look bad. That's the ooze, Johnny. Only comes in a cardboard slide box. Yeah, I know. I've been trying to keep track of variants, but I don't think there's a lot of exciting variants for anything that we talked about at all.
No, the most exciting variant is definitely Frankenstein.
Ghouls and Ghosts is another grid box. There might be a grid variant that isn't well documented, so maybe go check that out. I'm happy our brand has moved on from the ooze. You know, our brand used to be like, bring up the ooze. Haha, we're going to talk about the ooze. And I think now our game that we bring up as haha funny, no one cares about this game, is the Magic of Scheherazade. And I am happy we have moved on from the ooze to the Magic of Scheherazade. One, because it's on NES, and two, because it's a lot more fun to say.
Yeah.
It's the new ooze, except I don't think you should invest in it. I think no one will ever care about it.
Nope.
Which is what we should have thought about the ooze to begin with, but I was a dumb set collector. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We are prisoners of our own time, and we can only make decisions based on what we know at those moments. Tyler, right. Warlock.
All right, we're back at the stupid SNES games. Here we go.
Here we go. So yeah, also an SNES, basically kind of the same game on the SNES. What's weird about Warlock? So they kind of use imagery from all three movies to like kind of make this game, but there's mostly based off the second Warlock movie, but only kind of. It's a weird conglomeration of the whole franchise. Even though the third one doesn't come out till later, they clearly knew something about the script, or like we're working with some of the pictures. I don't know. It's a weird thing. Warlock is a mediocre game. It has some cool backgrounds in it. It's based off of a middling horror series that some people really enjoy. You could get a cool VHS of Warlock if that's your thing. And again, it's a trilogy, so go out and get Warlock, but don't buy it on the Genesis. If you do, make sure you get that Acclaim poster. This is not the same as the Super Nintendo poster, which has the box art, which is the same box art that's on the Genesis. Though this version, the Super Nintendo box art, looks better than the Genesis box art. It's just a hand over a barren landscape and some lightning. Not very exciting. The poster, though, on the Super Nintendo has that box art. This one, you just get a random Acclaim-like advertisement poster. They're like, just come buy this. It was $19.95. They did not care about this game. It's $25. People still don't care about it. That's the Warlock.
I think Warlock for both Genesis and Super Nintendo is, I said this about the SNES version, it's just the ultimate emblematic video game that no one cares about. It's not an EA Sports game. It's not like, I don't know, Pac-Man 2, The New Adventures, where it's just like a low value. I don't even know if that's a low value game anymore, but just like, you'll get it and you'll see it and you're like, I will never be able to sell this to someone who actually wants it. It's just like, this is a worthless video game.
The Japanese version on the Super Famicom is a little harder to find. You might pay up to $150.
Do you know why? It's because it was developed in the West, probably, and they don't care about that shit because we are bad at making video games.
Well, and this one was just done in such a way they're like, yeah, some guys like, I don't know. They were so bad at translating movies into games. They were just like, we don't like, people like this movie for the story. Well, let's make a game that doesn't have anything to do with that. We just want to cash in on that IP.
That IP, literally an IP I've never heard of. So they're doing a terrible job at cashing in on this IP because.
All right. So we're not adding this to the shopping cart either.
No, we're not adding this to the shopping cart, and it's not exclusive. Get out of here.
We didn't add Splatterhouse 1 or 2 or 2 or 3 to the shopping cart.
I think the shopping cart's full, honestly.
The ooze we didn't add.
$450, I think, is enough for anybody.
Okay, Zombies Ate My Neighbor, the last game on this list, Tyler. It's a Konami game. It is the worst version of this game because the music sucks and they changed some of the controls. People fight me on this. The Genesis version is not the way to play this game. Also, playing on a worse controller, get out of here.
Yeah. Like, correct. Yes, I don't want to play on a Genesis controller if I have the option.
There's not a lot to say about this game. It's not too expensive. It's like $55 to $60, as low as $40. It's got a cool cover. I do like the cover for the Genesis game. I think it fits more in line with the actual message, like that the game, like what it's trying to do, that pulpy 50s, 60s B-movie stuff.
It's got like black and white people on it. Yeah.
Yeah. The swirl and stuff, like, you know, the clutching of the face. It's a cool box art. It's better than the Super Nintendo box art. I would say the Genesis box art is even better than the variant box art on Super Nintendo, actually. And I like the layout of it. But I still don't want to play this on the Genesis. Sorry. And it's a Konami game. I think it's if you're buying this to own this, there's no reason not to own the Super Nintendo version instead. If you have some extra money lying around and you're just like trying to buff out that Halloween set, this is a fine pickup. Especially at $45. I don't think you're going wrong here. It's a good game. Like in absence of the Super Nintendo version existing, then this probably would have been fine. Also, it's been released by limited run, so you can play it on the Switch and on every classic console that's ever been made. You can go play all of these games. So like you don't need this to play it. This would just be if you want to show it off on a shelf. Well, then it's a fine choice.
You said this game's like $40-$50.
Yeah.
What if instead of that you could get the 2021? When did this come out? And limited run game? I don't know. The licensed re-release in just the Genesis box for $60. Or you could get the limited edition Genesis version for $100 of a game you can get the real copy of for $45. What the fuck?
I hate
Why
it.
is there a re-release that costs more than the original and adds nothing except it removes the Sega licensing? You made a worse product that costs more.
Tyler, I truly do not know. I don't understand.
I guess it's rarer because it's a beloved game, so there's a lot of copies of the original out there.
This was like a kitschy game that like people remembered fondly because you could couch co-op, and I just feel like it got kind of bled into the ground, and now it's harder to care about and not as interesting.
I mean, I'm there with you. I don't care that much about this game. I'm sorry, guys. No. I played it a bunch as a kid. I played a bunch of Smash TV. I think I played more Smash TV as a kid, and I definitely enjoyed Smash TV more.
Smash TV is a really fun game. I like Smash TV. I'd buy that for $1. I sure would. Anyways, that is the list, Tyler. We did it. We did the Genesis list. All right. Woo.
Yeah, short list. Not a very Halloween-y console. I guess it has some decent exclusives if you include like the Splatterhouse games.
Yeah. So
I say that like people don't. I'm so against the genre. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna say I'm keeping our buy list at Castlevania Bloodlines at $300, and then Ghostbusters and Ghouls and Ghosts at $75 each as our exciting exclusives. That gets you to $450. And if you don't want to do that, just buy Ghouls and Ghosts for $75. That seems like the best deal on the list, I'm gonna say.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, probably. Zombies Ate My Neighbors has a lot of shelf appeal and people still like to talk about it. That's a pretty good value for your money at $45.
I mean, yeah, sure.
But I'm still not adding it to our list, but
that's it. Johnny, those are the Halloween games. Did any of them have a 3 out of 3 for Halloween? No.
No. It's very hard to get a 3 out of 3 for Halloween, the way I score things. Oh, we should say Zombies Ate My Neighbors has a red card and the Konami "We Are Coming at You" poster. So make sure you get those if you're buying this game.
It does. And there's so many copies, it should be no problem to get those.
So it's not too hard to get a 1 in Halloween. So just to explain it to you and the listeners, since we didn't go that long on this list, a 1 is basically anything that touches Halloween culturally, like an icon. Like Freddy gets a 1, Jason gets a 1, even though that's not like Halloween. That's not pumpkins and, fall leaves. Okay. But because our culture has embedded those things into Halloween, they get there on culture alone. But to have a 3 in Halloween, you need to do all the things. You need to have something like that. You need to have pumpkins, and you need to have pumpkins. Halloween, you have to have 2 or more things touching. So that means you have to have there's got to be pumpkins and some fall leaves, and it's got to be the intent has to be Halloween. That means it could be lively. A lot of Halloween stuff features a chase or a clock ticking clock timers. Things have to happen, but before the magical hour of midnight, like that kind of stuff. And to get that 3, though, you need to specifically like either reference October, fall, or Halloween specifically.
All right. I'm sorry, none of these Genesis games are as good as like Costume Quest or whatever you've got in your 3s.
Costume Quest does get a 3 in Halloween, yeah.
Of course. The game about trick or treating.
Not very many games get a 3. Trick or Treat on the PC from 1994 did get a 3. If you remember us talking about that a couple of years ago.
I do, but I also mostly remember that you haven't
PC
seen one of the most classic Halloween movies ever, Trick or Treat. Maybe not the most classic, one of the most modern classic. Like that movie came out in what, like 2009 or something? Like there's only so many like great remembered horror movies that aren't like,
I also didn't realize
you see the new
like
A24 horror movie? I mean like schlocky, stabby Halloween movies that are like well regarded and remembered that weren't from the 80s.
Yeah, so it's true. I also didn't realize it was like broken up into 3 parts, kind of anthology style. I didn't realize all that. I enjoyed it. After we did that episode where we talked about it, I went and watched it.
Oh, excellent.
And I liked it.
Yeah, the movie rules.
Yeah. Long Remedy. Now I have the soundtrack. They just re-released the soundtrack on vinyl the other day. So if you missed your copy, you can get that from Waxworks Records.
Or, hold on, take this as an alternate point. You don't have to load up your house with stupid vinyl that you need the soundtrack to Trick or Treat. Come on. What are we doing?
Yes, I play it. I just played it the other day. It's a good soundtrack.
All right. I don't know the soundtrack to Trick or Treat. Maybe I'll listen to it and maybe I'll be like, oh, wow. They had a lot going on here.
I should have shown you when you were here, but like I also have it all loaded on my YouTube Music. You would just look at it. I can send you my YouTube Music playlist. You'll just be like, what the fuck is this garbage? Like,
all right, send it over to me.
Yeah.
Post it in the Discord.
Okay. All right. Tyler, we're moving on. We need a question. We got to talk about what we saw in the Discord, and we got to talk about what we bought and played.
All right. You know what? It's Portland Retro Gaming Expo. Oh my God, everyone's posting their Portland stuff. Oh my God, Josh bought so much fucking junk. He posted like he's like on the cusp of his N64 set. He's like 2 games away. So he got Bomberman Second Attack, Daikatana, PGA European Tour, which is now a $100 cartridge. I used to remember thinking like, oh, this is one of the cheap rare games, you know, rare in the N64 sense. And then Super Bowling, the highlight of that thing. And it's like, wow, Josh, you got all this good stuff. And then he posted like he also got like 30 Game Boy games and 30 Game Boy Color games. He's going for a lot of sets. He's getting the Nintendo stuff.
He also got a sweet 3DS, the Mickey's Magical Quest. I forget what game it was, but they did a nice 3DS version of that game. So it's like white and gold.
Absolutely do not care about that. The Mickey's Magical World 3DS for $180. Josh, this is irresponsible spending of money. What are we doing here? We're getting 3DS variants? Look at all these good games. You could have got more good games instead.
He got Sabrina. He got Mr. Driller on the Game Boy Color. He got some good ones.
I think his steal was Titus the Fox, the Game Boy version, not the Game Boy Color version. He got for $15, and that is a pretty rare Game Boy.
That was a steal. He also got Quest for the Game Boy Color. That's like a good pickup. He got Quack Attack. He if these are the prices he was paying on this stuff, he got some good deals. It's like,
and I mean, most people are bundling this stuff, so they probably were even better deals, Johnny.
Yeah, he got Rescue Heroes on the Game Boy Color. Also a little hard to get. Yeah, he got some good stuff. Hey, I like it. I like what you got here, Josh.
Honestly, so this is like another one of those weeks where everyone posted all their good fucking stuff. So we have kind of too much stuff to talk about.
Guys, if you think the competition's, if you're trying to win, wait a week.
Yeah.
If you're just trying to talk, then just do it. It's hard. Galdius always is posting awesome
But
stuff.
he got the Brazilian Playtronic release of Pocky and Rocky 2, which, man, that seems like a real double whammy of rarity there. That's probably really nice.
Yeah.
I really have no idea on the Playtronic side, but generally Playtronic games obviously much rarer than just an American release of a game.
Yeah, Playtronic stuff. Hard to get, nice if you can find it. What else? What else you see? Like Future Man got a nice ogre battle. That was cool.
Future Man is just kind of doing it right. I think there's never a bad time to be buying complete in box. At least like, anything cardboard Nintendo. So anything, even through GBA, I think there's basically never a bad time to be getting the good stuff complete in box. And he posted like, he's got Turtles 3, Burai Fighter, Zexus, 7th Saga, Ogre Battle. And then if you scroll down, he got even more recently. Got Bard's Tale, Bump and Jump, Q*bert, Wayne's World for SNES. Never a bad time to be buying that stuff. I love that stuff. It'll always be good.
Shank's got some good Genesis stuff. He got the Flintstones. People undersell the Flintstones, but that was kind of a hard game to get complete on the Genesis. Kanakis got some quality Sega CD RPGs and Vey and Lunar, so those are awesome pickups. And Koei Jesus got some Koei stuff. You got Koei Golf Simulator.
He got the Nobunaga's Ambition Golf Simulator, a game I did not know existed and looks excellent. Is a Windows 95 Japanese PC game.
And Josh Byerly got probably the game of the week with Guardians of Infinity, which I don't know what it is, but it definitely has some weird stuff going on. I don't know what is happening.
I see. Is JFK on this box art multiple times?
You are trying to save Kennedy. You are trying to.
Wait, this Stephen King wrote a book about this.
Yeah.
Wait, this is a game where you go back in time to stop the Kennedy assassination? That's the plot of a Stephen King book that I'm pretty sure came out after this video. I mean, that must be multiple pieces of media with that stupid plot. All right.
So, yeah, it comes with a novel.
Johnny, I've got a question.
Cool. Okay.
Koei Jesus, the Tiger Wolf, asks us, graded Billy bookcase challenge. Graded Billy bookcase? Really? Your entire collection is gone. You're required to fill up one single Billy bookcase shelf with video games only. The games must be graded. What do you pick? And how much does your collection cost in 2025 prices?
Oh my God. That's like an episode.
Yeah, man. That's a lot of games, dude.
That's a whole bookshelf, man.
Like for a lifetime collection, that is not a lot of games at all. But for a single question, like even if you have the giant Wata SNES games, that's at least like 60 games. That's a lot.
We should do the clickbait episode where we do this. It's basically this episode, but 50 games we would own graded.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put this into the episode idea. This is a better episode idea. Your question's so good, we're gonna make a whole episode on it. How about that? Jason responded and said he would literally only buy the less than $100 graded sports games just to make those who spent $100 to grade the game feel like they didn't break even. So obviously it doesn't cost $100 to grade games, but what you can do, you could literally go and buy like Switch games and like Switch 2 games, especially if you get like a 9.8 A+ or a 9.6. Which, like, if you're grading a fucking Switch game, it better be a 9.8 A++. And, like, some of those sell for, like, $55. Like, it'll literally be the cost of the game. There's zero premium for the graded copy.
So, and the reason this exists, if people don't know, is people buy case packs. They send in the whole case pack. They're looking for the 10. They're trying to fish 10s out of there. And then the chaff just gets whatevered.
Yeah, also, hey, let me give an update, because I did recently look into this a little bit. I brought up, here's a fun thing. The Wata Pop report, if you go in the Internet Archive, because it dynamically loads the population data, it's not on Internet Archive. So I actually went through old YouTube streams to look at old Wata population data from like 2022. In 2022, there were something like 1,500 graded Grand Theft Auto games, and all these are the stupid trilogy version. All these came case fresh out of the box set. And out of like 1,500 graded, there were 2 10s that they gave. And if you fast forward to 2025, there's about twice as many GTA games that have been graded and 250 times as many 10s. There's like 500 10s now. So they have definitely got software on their 10s. And I think it's because they want you to send them case packs so they can give the case packs games 10s. It used to be just like, all right, it's a perfect game. It's a 9.88 plus because nothing is perfect. We got to leave room for Jesus in there. But now they're like, all right, if you get a mint game out of a case pack, we'll give you a 10. Send us the case pack. We want you to pay for us to grade 24 games at a time.
Yeah. Very efficient for one grader to grade all of the same kind of game.
Yep. So go get your Switch 10s. Yeah, I don't even know. Is a Switch 9.88 plus? If you're collecting graded stuff, like, do you even want that? Because like Switch 10s are available. They're not like as common as I'm making them out to be right now, but like if you want a Super Mario Odyssey or a Breath of the Wild, like you could get one. It'll just, those are the games to get, so they'll be expensive. And is there a difference between that and 9.88 If you took them out of the case, no. They're the same fucking game. But if you want the clout, if you want to have caught the grader on a good day, don't collect graded Switch games, for the love of God. There will be 0 graded Switch games on that episode where we collect a graded collection of Billy Bookcase games. Oh my God.
Challenge accepted.
Man, that episode might even be too long. We might have to stick to like half a Billy Bookcase or something. Like a whole bookcase is a lot of games.
Well, we don't have to say, like, we can just make it 50 games, right?
50 games?
50. I mean, we're just going to read a list, right?
All right.
That's not long.
We're gonna collect 50 games. But I think the idea of the Billy Bookcase challenge is like, hey, if you collect Game Boy games, you can fit a bunch more on there.
This is true. We'll do like that one guy did and just stick them all cover forward.
All right.
Okay.
Howard, well, we have no questions. There's one last question here, also from Koei Jesus. What do you guys like and dislike in multiplayer modes? Why do you like Uncharted 2 or Mass Effect 3 or RuneScape, Johnny?
Well, I wouldn't think of those specifically as multiplayer games, even though they have modes. I like cooperative play just in general. I like when you are on a team and you are working towards a goal. I like shared loot. I don't like when you guys are like opening something. The nice thing about having another person is you're increasing your odds to get stuff. So I like to be able to share stuff, and especially when you have multiple builds, pass stuff around. I like games that are a little bit fast paced, and that's when I'm feeling cooperative. When I'm not, Tower, and I'm angry, I like games like Call of Duty. I want it fast paced. I want to be able to shoot people, and I want to be able to gloat. Even if I just do it in my head, I'm not one of these people who has like teabag or anybody or like do any of the taunts or anything. But I do like to do it and be like, yeah, suck a dick. Got you. That's what I want out of a multiplayer game. If I'm mad, I want it to be fast and aggressive. If I'm not, I want it to be friendly and huggy, and we all share the wealth.
Johnny, you may find this hard to believe.
You don't like multiplayer games?
I think multiplayer games were better in the 90s, like everything was. Mostly because I hate matchmaking and I hate progression systems. I just want to have fun when I play a video game. I don't want it to be a job. I hate matchmaking because I think putting a bunch of people together that are all the same skill is no fun. Then everyone's all the same skills. So how do we differentiate ourselves? I think it's fun to join an Unreal Tournament server, and like you join an Unreal Tournament server because it's 16 random guys. And especially today when there's like probably 55 people on all the public servers playing Unreal Tournament right now. I'm talking about like 1999 Unreal Tournament. You get there, it's very clear who the best player on that server is. You're not competing to see who the best player is. It's Razor Siphon 89. He's the best guy on the server. And you know what? When I am in a match-made Call of Duty Modern Warfare game, I'm like, all right, I killed these guys, but like we're all plus or minus the same skill level. When I kill Razor Siphon 89, it's like, fuck yeah, I killed the best guy on the server. I feel better doing that than when I'm in this grind of multiplayer matchmaking. And I also hate like when multiplayer Like knowing that multiplayer matchmaking is manipulating you. It's like, oh, this guy just lost 4 games in a row. He just did terribly, got wrecked. Let's throw him in an easy game so he could wreck some noobs. And like I don't want the game to be altering my mental state. I just want to be in there with whoever's freaking playing, and I gotta play at their level. But also, when I think of multiplayer, I'm just thinking of like 90s shooters. I played a lot of like Ghost Recon and Unreal Tournament and Counter-Strike and things like that. I want to get in there for 20 minutes, have fun, and get out. And like now it's like you have to have an account. There has to be like progression systems to unlock certain kinds of rewards and level up, because people can't get engaged in the game unless they're leveling up constantly. And it's like this whole other addictive thing, and I don't want any of that. I'm so against that in video games. It's like that they're trying to get you hooked on something that is not the game itself. They're trying to get you hooked on the progression. They're trying to get you hooked on the dopamine of getting stuff. And fuck all that. Give me a good video game.
Agree. Solid.
And like the thing is, like the last FPS I played online a bit was Call of Duty Modern Warfare, like the remake. And it's a good fucking game. Like I would genuinely play that without all the cruft around it. But they gotta throw all that shit at you because, you gotta level up in prestige and all this Call of Duty fucking bullshit.
I never understood. Like, you got a prestige. I'm like, I don't care about that. I like this gun with these iron sights. I don't give a shit about all this. Or like, I like this red dot sight. Let's get after it. I'm like, I don't care if I ever unlock any of these other games.
I need to get a new skin for my operator.
This one, I need the gold skin or the snake skin. No.
Johnny. I had like kind of a realization, and it's because I've been thinking about Pokemon ZA and how it's bad and how a lot of and 20 million people are going to buy it anyway, because there are people who they don't care about video games. They just play the latest Pokemon game. They'll buy whatever the new Pokemon game is and they'll play forever, and they're just Pokemon people, just like there's Madden people and just like there's Call of Duty people, and like, there's Call of Duty bros. They don't care. They're just here to play Call of Duty. They're here to have a good time in Call of Duty, whatever.
Nothing wrong with that.
And I had like this realization, like Call of Duty people don't have it that bad. Because I remember, like, again, the last game I played was the Modern Warfare remake. That's a really good game. That game has awesome graphics too. Like everything about that game was like really high effort. And yes, they got the addictive systems, but I remember the maps are fun. The gunplay feels amazing. And I'm just thinking about like the Pokemon people, like they're trapped. Something is going wrong. Like someone help the Pokemon people. They're stuck in like a bad loop. Like I'm sure even Madden, like every game might be the same, but if all you're playing is Madden, who cares? You're having a good time. Like no one is having a good time playing Pokemon. You're lying to me. It's a series for 8-year-olds and they're preying on the fact that 8-year-olds have no standards. Someone save the Pokemon people.
Tough words, but I think you're probably right.
So I don't feel bad for the Call of Duty people anymore. Go have fun playing the latest Call of Duty, whatever. Like because I used to be like, why would you pay $70 for the new one? You already have the old one. It's like, what? Fuck it. It's the only game you play. Go do your thing. I get it. Whatever. But the Pokemon people shouldn't be doing that. They should be demanding better. That's it. Ask us new questions in the Discord. Ask us stupid questions about collecting for the Sega Nomad or something. I don't know. No one's asked a Fairchild Channel F question in a while. What's up, Kalen? Are you still listening to this? Kalen, go ask us some Atari thing. Ask us what Atari games you should collect.
He doesn't need that. He knows the answer is all of them.
8-Bit Supremacy just found like a nice, like not shipped through the mail Miracle Piano for NES. And he was like, does anyone want this? And Kalen got to it like 20 minutes before me. He's also local, so he would have got it anyway. But man, I'll take a Miracle Piano. If someone's willing to ship me like a nice NES Miracle Piano, I have 3 Miracle Pianos and all of them are like kind of fucked because all of them have been through the mail at least once. Fuck Miracle Piano. Also, maybe Miracle Piano, not something you should be wasting your time and money collecting.
No, maybe leave those alone.
I got a PC Miracle Piano. You want my PC Miracle Piano? That's something I really shouldn't own.
Oh my God, no, you should not own that. What a piece of trash.
I mean, is there something I could take from there? Like the pedal is the same. Like there are components I could take from the PC version and put in my other copies if I'm missing them.
Yeah.
So I can't, but I should just go through it and get rid of it.
Yeah. That's true. You should. All right. Tyler. That's it. We did it. I need to hear what you played though. What you bought.
Johnny, I'm playing Earthbound again.
Oh, you're giving it another shot, huh?
I am. It's because I've been getting into these like little Linux retro handhelds. I think I talked about it last time, but basically they're like these little Chinese Game Boys, and I kind of had a realization. So I bought a GBA SP essentially, and my realization was like, this is better than a real Game Boy Advance SP AGS 101. Like the screen is significantly better than an original Game Boy. And like the D-pad's a little bit bigger. Like everything about it is better than a Game Boy. And I'm like, wait, these are better than original hardware. And so I got like a couple of them, and it's been getting me to play more Game Boy games and SNES games, because those are the screen resolutions for the ones I have that work best. And so I've just been playing Earthbound again.
Okay.
Hey, that game's good. What a surprise. That game is really good. You know, I'm surprised that game's not more popular. It's a really funny game. I'm surprised how funny it is, and how it's just like nothing. It's like nothing nothing on SNES. Everything's a fucking stupid fantasy game. God damn it. How many dragons can you slay?
Not enough.
And it's got like quality of life features. It's just like, you're fighting like an ant or something. You're too high level for this. You just win. We're not even going to go to the battle screen. It's like, oh, that's so nice. How many fucking Lunar and Final Fantasy and stupid games don't do that? It's just a really nice game.
I can't believe you're giving it these kind of reviews.
Why?
Because you were so down on it last time you played it.
I mean, it's just like, it doesn't have, it's very, I guess, linear. It's like very obvious, like, all right, you got to go here and like goofy stuff is going to happen. And like, it's funny and like goofy stuff happens and it's great. And even like during the fights, like, it's not all like, oh, you do 10 damage, he does 4 damage. Like, he'll just like, oh, this guy is huffing, puffing his breath or something. It'll have like a lot of thematic stuff in the battle. Like, it's a really good game, but it's also like, it's a turn off your brain and you're playing a JRPG still at the end of the day. And I like games where you have to like think and figure stuff out and get stuck because it has stupid 1980s game design and you have no idea what to do. I think it's fun to figure out what the fuck 1980s game designers were thinking. And it doesn't have any of that because it's a pretty player-friendly video game. But whatever, it's Earthbound. It's a good game, Johnny, believe it or not. What am I buying? I bought an upgrade, but still not like a mint upgrade to my Metroid Hang Tab. We will get there. I will get like my 9.5 out of 10 Metroid Hang Tab, but I still just wanted to get a nicer one. This is like an 8.5 out of 10. It's basically a really nice box, but the Hang Tab is punched and like kind of set back, so it looks like it's not punched, but it's punched. But I'll get there.
Okay. You will get there one day.
And then I bought like 30 Xbox games because decided to upgrade. I went and fixed a bunch of Xbox games. You know, the stuff I should be spending money on. Let me tell you about my Goblin Commander Unleash the Horde. Oh, I'm sorry. That order got canceled. I'm looking at my eBay right now. You canceled my Goblin Commander Unleash the Horde? Really? All right. I'm going to go buy another Goblin Commander Unleash the Horde right now while you tell me what you bought.
Okay. Hey, I bought some Xbox games.
Why? All right.
Because I was in that same stream as you. I bought the Dark Half. Remember how we talked about the Dark Half and there was that one with the shrink wrap and like I had already bought it, but the shrink wrap was cool because it had bloody handprints on it. And how often do you see that?
Sure. Yes. I remember that.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe like, I don't know. Maybe that was a private chat we had, but that's a thing. And I did a whole video on it for this Halloween. I liked it so much that I bought it. I bought it they finally sent me an offer on it and I bought it. I bought a bunch of GameCube manuals. I was like, all right, I need like these 22 GameCube manuals. I'm just going to knock them out. I bought like 12. None of them arrived, Tyler. None of them. The guy's like, yeah, you're just going to have to put in a thing for item not arrived on all of them.
He just told you that? Just like, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
He's like, I shipped it a week ago. He's like, it should have been there a week ago. I just felt like I feel bad. So I don't know if this is like a guy who actually just didn't ship them and didn't feel like it, or if this is like a guy who's just like, I did ship that and I'm not going to sit here and fight over like $50.
I mean, that's what I would do. I'd be like, yeah, all right, get your money back. I don't want to deal with this.
Yeah. That's like probably what I would do too, but I'm sad because I wanted those manuals. It's like, this doesn't help me. Like I put in time, like, oh, this one guy has has like this many
Well,
manuals.
I mean,
I
what
can
can
go
he do?
buy
It got
them.
lost in the mail. Like,
I'm not
man.
I'm not mad at him. I'm just saying it's I'm like, ugh. People like, because people are like, oh, everyone wants to scam. I'm like, buddy, it would waste my time. There's so much of my time went into just picking these manuals. I would pay double to not do this again. Anyways, I bought a Castlevania 2 card. You know, the little Konami cards that come with the Famicom
the
game?
ones that came with the Famicom Disk System version of the game.
Yeah. Somebody in Japan had a loose one for $29, and I was like,
that seems really expensive. Holy shit! What do they cost? How much does the game cost complete with the card? $30?
No. The game with the card cost like $150.
Whoa! Okay, I'm out of date on my Castlevania 2
Yeah,
prices.
like 100 to like 150 is what they go for, and I think this is the best card. That's the other reason.
The one that's all fire.
No, it's Belmont with Dracula behind him.
Okay. Yeah, I guess the one the fire isn't that great. It's just very orange and distinctive. But all right, cool. Yeah, so to fill our people in, Johnny.
Yeah.
A lot of is it just Konami games? Konami?
Yeah, it was Konami. They're called the Konami cards.
Yeah, Konami Famicom Disk System games each came with a collectible card, and they came in sets of 5 or 6.
6. This one there was 6.
6. Yeah, so they're all 6, I think. So you would get one of 6 cards, which is very annoying as a collector, meaning you would have to buy 6 copies of the game to complete your set. And a lot of times, not every card is available, obviously. And sometimes, like, there are expensive games that come with these cards. Like Contra on Famicom comes with one of these cards. Yeah, it's not even just Famicom Disk System games, because Contra comes with them too. So it's also Famicom games. And Contra's like a $400 Famicom game.
Yeah. Ugh.
Whew. Go buy that 6 times.
Is it Chara cards? Is that what they're? Sometimes I've seen them called Chara cards.
It's just an insert to me. I can't imagine collecting these separately. There's a lot of them.
There are. But I mean, like, if you're trying to do a search, I think they're called Konami Chara cards. That's CHARA. If you're like trying to put in a search, I think that's what they are. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it came with a lot of different games. And hey, turns out Konami made a lot of cool fucking games back in the day.
Hey, they actually, this is, a lot of people aren't going to believe this. Konami used to be a good video game company.
I know. I promise. We're not lying to you.
It's like saying, like, you won't believe this, guys. In like the computer days, EA games used to really mean something.
Yeah.
You would go into Radio Shack and say, show me the latest EA video games, please.
I believe in quality. Please give me your most quality EA
Their
games.
name was like literal. It was like, this isn't just video game. This isn't just like a video game for kids. This is Electronic Arts. Yeah. You don't even think about it now. You're just like, EA.
EA sucks. Everybody knows they suck. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, these little cards are cool. I like them a lot. We could run through all the games that have them. Like Exciting Billiards. You want to go get all 6 of those cards?
Exciting Billiards? Wow. That sounds really fun. You know what? You know what, Johnny? I don't think you should do this, perhaps. But if you did do that, you would be the only collector you know who has all 6 Exciting Billiards cards.
Well, and you might as well get the whole Exciting series. So get Exciting Basketball, too. Then your balls are extra exciting.
You know, once you complete 2 of these sets, you kind of get to like, should I just get all the Konami cards at this point?
Oh, no, that's not how you're going to do this. Not all of them had 6. There was one game, Doremiko. Doremiko? I don't know. That one only had 1 card.
Oh.
Yeah. Or maybe they only have a picture of 1 card. Who knows? Anyways, there's a lot of these dumb cards, and you should buy them. Tyler, go buy them.
All right, I got mine. You guys get yours.
And if you do have at least one of these games, like a Famicom Disk System Konami game, see if yours came with a card. And if yours doesn't, then you got the poor person version and you suck and need to fix your life. I was imagining what Tyler would say to you.
Thanks.
And that's...
wow, you have such a high opinion of me.
Well, Tyler, I like you very much, but if people are buying these and they don't even have the cards in there, like, what are they doing, really?
I mean, kind of true. Like they're not so expensive that you should be trying to cheap out and get the cheapest copy of Castlevania 2. Guys, it's Castlevania 2. It's a weird game.
Yeah.
Get it
Oh
complete.
man. Tyler, the pain. I was underbidder on a thing that I didn't think we were going to be podcasting tonight, and I was going to watch it more carefully. I had a Gixin kind of
just
like,
bid your max. It's eBay. It's the easiest thing ever to just bid your max on eBay.
The pain.
You're so stupid. What did you lose?
I lost a Kid Clown poster and manual.
Oh, come on. That can't be on eBay every day, the poster.
No.
And did you need the manual too?
Yes.
Oh, you stupid. I would have paid anything for that just to have had it done with. God.
I'm an idiot.
I'm so frustrated.
I don't follow
our
own advice. I'm terrible at this.
Johnny, I actually did just get something on eBay as we were talking to make your pain my win here.
Is it Goblin Commander on the Xbox?
I bought a sealed copy of Goblin Commander Unleash the Horde for the Xbox.
All right.
Because the sealed one was only like $20 more than the regular one. So, all right, I got a sealed one.
Man, I hope I get to talk about good stuff that I bought next week. Oh, I also bought a bunch of dumb Halloween games.
Oh, what a shocker.
Yeah. Tyler, did you know there's kind of an endless supply of modern games that would qualify under my scoring system?
How are there an endless supply?
I have 3 large tubs full of PS4, PS5, Xbox, and Switch games.
Oh, it's because there's an unlimited number of Switch games. All right, that makes sense.
Yes, and PS5, just full. It's like 70 games in each tub. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, at some point, maybe you don't need to collect them anymore.
Shut up, Tyler, and I don't even have all of them.
I mean, maybe set a cutoff at the year 2005 or something and be like, oh, there's a lot of modern games. Well, no, you're right. Physical games will get cut off pretty soon, so you might as well just keep going at this point.
The cutoff will happen all on its own, Tyler. What do I look like, a baby? Like I'm going to quit? Do I look like a quitter to you?
I'm quitting right now. Johnny, my collection is going down in size. It's actually pretty great.
Except all those Xbox games you just bought.
Well, it's going down in size faster than it's going. Those don't even count. That's more stuff I'm going to sell because I'm going to sell my doubles.
Until you send me or sell those doubles, you have only increased your collection.
That is true. Wow, you really fucked yourself on this Kid Clown. It sold for half the price that it should have.
Just because I hurt you doesn't mean you have to hurt me back.
That was a real good deal. Damn.
Damn it.
Even if you could buy the manual and poster, it would cost you $450 if they were available, and they're not. And this went for $225.
And it went for $224, and I was at $223. God damn it. I mean, who knows? I was the underbidder, so someone probably had a much higher bid than that. I'm thinking they had it locked in at $500, and I wasn't touching that. And the fact that I'm an underbidder.
Oh, I would have spent $500 easy because the last manual sold for $200, and there's a poster for $225. What are you gonna do? I guess you could wait another 10 years.
I meant to raise it up to $400, and I was like, I didn't know. I hadn't done the comps yet. I'm like, I just need to get it in Gixin so I don't forget. Damn it.
Thanks for coming to the Collector's Quest podcast, where you can listen to us lose rare posters for the NES. That's also a Halloween game because it's the Nightmare World. The Nightmare World. Kid Clown in the Nightmare World.
It's a clown game. September's for clowns and lovers. That's it for the show. Bye. I'm such an idiot. God damn it. The pain.